So in the previous lecture, we have seen the planning phases. So for the project planning, three things are mostly required. That is bar chart, milestone chart, and third one is the CPM and PERT. So these are just techniques for the project planning. Okay. So out of these three, CPM and PERT is one of the best technique for the project planning. Okay, so just we'll go through the what is CPM, what is PERT. Okay, so CPM is required, it is the activity oriented. Okay, and PERT, it is event oriented. So first of all, get the difference between what is the activity and what is meant by the event. Okay, so suppose if I take the example of construction of a 10-story building. Okay, so in that case, so if you want to complete the total 10-story building construction, so we will divide the total work into number of components. Okay, so suppose if you are going to consider that the structure is divided into plinth level, first floor level, second floor level, third floor level, likewise. So plinth level, first floor level, third floor level. So these we can call it as an event. Okay. So of course, if you want to construct a building up to the plinth level, so to construct that up to the plinth level, we have to go through different activities. Okay. So first of all, you have to go for cleaning of a site. Next, we'll go for a line out. After line out, we'll go for excavation. After excavation, we'll go for the concreting of footing. Next, concreting of column. Next, concreting of the ground beam, and we'll fill the just will erect the wall up to the plinth level, and next we'll fill the total that part up to the plinth level. Just that filling will be done by the murum. Okay, so to construct any structure up to the plinth level, we have to go through this much activities. This much activity has to be performed. So we'll call this different task as an activity. So excavation, concreting, we'll call this is an activity. Okay, and what is meant by the event? So event means, just we'll consider that we are constructed a structure up to the plinth level. Okay, that is considered as an event. Okay, so of course, for an event, we are not required any material or manpower. Okay, it is just an event. But for activity, we are required money, manpower, and machinery. We are required. Okay, and by occurring number of activities, then event can occur. So event is dependent upon the number of activities. Okay, number of activity has to be performed, then one complete event can be executed. Okay, so for the 10-story building, we'll divide the total structure into suppose 10 parts, that is plinth level, floor level. So plinth level will be a first event. First floor level will be called as a second event. Second floor level will be called as a third event, likewise. Okay. So now next, get the particular difference between CPM and PERT. CPM is the activity oriented. Okay, it requires material, manpower, machinery. These things are required in the CPM. Okay, PERT, it is based on the event. It's not required any manpower. Okay, it is not involving any different things, because it is result oriented, it is event oriented. Okay, so just basic difference between CPM and PERT is in CPM the CPM structure we are going to apply, for which we know the start time, particular start time, and particular end time we know. Suppose if you want to construct 10-story building, we know we can assume one start time, and we can predict particular end time. Okay, so if you manage the total building, if you manage all the activities, so we can complete that project within the stipulated time period or within the scheduled time. Okay, so we know the start time and end time of a project. So that's why the construction activity comes under the CPM. Okay, now in case of PERT technique is applied for the research oriented projects. Okay, suppose just if you consider example of Mangalyaan or anything. Okay, so that is formed. The Mangalyaan is formed by the NASA and ISRO. These teams are working on that. Okay, so of course for that type of project, that is the research oriented project. For that type of project, just only we know the start time. Okay, but we don't know the end time. We don't know what is the amount of the what is the amount to be spent for the total expenditure, for what is the total expenditure required for the total project. We are just estimating the total expenditure. We don't know exact expenditure. Okay, might be the expenditure will be will extend, or we are required more amount of money for the such research type of the work. Okay, for a research type of work, the time and money has no bound. Okay, so that is a totally probabilistic approach. PERT is having totally probabilistic approach. Everything are dependent upon a probability. We don't know. We don't say that we can't say that this thing happened at this time. This thing happened at this time. We can't say that. Okay, everything is dependent upon some probability. So PERT is having probabilistic approach. PERT technique is used in research projects. Okay, so this is just brief idea of CPM and PERT. Now let us go to the difference of CPM and PERT. Okay, so difference between the CPM and PERT. So PERT stands for Program Evaluation and Review Technique. CPM stands for Critical Path Method. So this is the just long form. Next, the basis, suppose if you can say model, PERT is having probabilistic approach. Okay, and CPM is totally deterministic approach. It is having deterministic approach. Deterministic means we know start and end time of the project. In PERT, we don't know the start and end time. Okay, you might be no start time, but you will not be able to predict the end time of the project. Okay, so that's why it is called as a probabilistic approach. Next, if you consider time, for the PERT, there is no bounding for the time. Okay, there, of course, if you consider research work will go on up to when you will not get the results, proper results. Okay, so up to that, that research work will go on. So it is not having any time bound. And CPM, it deals with, as it is dealing with the activities. That's why we know the precise time. Okay, we know the start time and end time in case of CPM. So if you consider different types of jobs, in case of PERT, only the projects which are which can be handled one time, that are involved in case of PERT. Okay, and in case of CPM, the projects which are having some activities, and that activities are repetitive, such things are involved in CPM. So suppose if I consider example of again 10-story building, again first story, second story, third story, all the stories we have to cast. Okay, so casting of every story is repetitive. So such repetitive things comes under CPM. Okay, and in case of PERT, as we are going for the research work, just we'll try one probability once. Okay, suppose that thing is not working, we'll leave that, we'll go for another thing, we'll try another thing. So everything or every idea is tried once. Okay, so the this is the difference on the jobs basis. Next important part is orientation. But is it is based on the results of the events. Based on the results of the events, but technique is applied. CPM, it is based on the results of all the activities. Okay, that's why it is called as activity oriented CPM, and PERT is event oriented. Next, if you consider cost, again for research work, that is for in case of PERT, we are not bothered about the cost. Okay, we are going to deal with the only results. Okay, in case of research work, we'll deal with only the results what you want. Okay, so up till you are not getting proper results, we'll work on it. We'll spend money up to that. Okay, so in case of PERT, the cost is not a bond, but in case of CPM, the cost matters in case of CPM. So cost of project is previously estimated, and the project manager will try to complete the total project within estimated cost. Okay, so that comes under the CPM. In case of CPM, again, cost to benefit ratio is also taken. Suppose if you want to construct one, again 10-story building, so what is the cost required to construct that 10-story building, and what is the benefit in terms of money you are getting after the construction of that building? That is cost to benefit ratio is taken. Of course, benefit must be more as compared to the cost. Okay, so if that ratio is greater than 1, so of course the project manager will take that project, he'll consider that project. Okay, but in case of PERT, there is no consideration of cost. They are not bothering about the cost. That's why cost to benefit ratio is not considered in case of PERT. Next part is estimation. Just in case of estimation, time and money is estimated. Okay, in both the cases, CPM and PERT, time and money estimation is done. But in the PERT, there is just we can excuse for the time. We can excuse for the time and cost. Okay, but here time, in case of CPM, time and cost is having particular binding. Okay, next last part, that is time. PERT is restricted to time variable. PERT is having just, it is restricted to only time variable. Time is variable or in the PERT case. In CPM, time and cost is having particular binding. Okay, that's why you have to complete any project in case of CPM with particular schedule. Okay, we have to complete that project within that particular stipulated time and within the optimized cost. So this is the basic difference between CPM and PERT.